see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying play action. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And the Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Blazers will call on their punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Finds a tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the single back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll give it to him again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls it and fires to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and
makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UAB. The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. After the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Monroe. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block.
Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blazers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Georgia State jumps back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
42, Spider.
Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. It's a running room. Touchdown, Georgia State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
UAB 14.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Return is brought down at 31, and your UAB Blazers will take over 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Blazers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Rodriguez. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Monroe. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Peppers. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. They hand it to Rodriguez. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Davis. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop or limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to...
Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this throw is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Let's go.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to find the end zone. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Panthers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And step number 1 when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, Dave, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quick release on the RPO. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
There he goes. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, UAB. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Georgia State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
First down.
Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blazers. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So first down will open up the final period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Etienne. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Breaks the tackle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Georgia State jumps back to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys...
Gonna let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field.
1st and goal, UAB.
Takes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's now 2nd and goal.
4-face bait. 4-face bait.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Western Kentucky. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give as they work on that clock. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Foster. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover? Touchdown, UAB. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
49, Georgia State. 45.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll move the tight end. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and the ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Blazers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now improvising. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to fire. Rush is on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Got a little space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.